House in full defense mode as Attorney General Merrick Garland appoints special counsel to oversee Biden's document scandal. While we learn the president's garage is the home of a third batch of classified material, it's a joke. Let's bring in Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. Congressman, this is one of these things. I thought there might be other documents. I didn't think it would be Near's Corvette. What was your reaction to how the president answered Peter Doocy?
I mean, it was just the most idiotic thing I ever heard. You could tell he went off script. Their script has been very short. The White House press secretary has very little to say because they're trying to keep it as tight as possible because this looks terrible for Joe Biden. Listen, and to clear this up, when he had these documents, he was a former vice president of the United States. There is only one person in the country that can declassify information. That is a president. Presidents, when they leave office, they do take documents with them. But when a vice president leaves office or anybody else, you can't take classified information with you. It is clear cut. It's that simple. His reasoning about it being in a locked garage means nothing.
The other thing I just wonder about the timeline. How do you feel about this being known by November 2nd? The election's November 8th. We don't find out about it until the second week in January. Does that sound like something that should be the protocol?
It should not be the protocol, especially something this sensitive. And let's be very clear. If Donald Trump was president of the United States and they found out about this, there would have been leaks galore to the press a week before an election. And I don't want to hear people saying, oh, but Department of Justice protocol is that they don't interfere with elections. Well, we are already seeing that there are elements of the federal government who have interfered with elections. So the truth is that they covered this up. The other timeline that's notable is that Merrick Garland knew full well about this when he named a special counsel into the case involving President Trump. So they have known this was going on. They've only released it at this point because, truthfully, Republicans are now taking control of Congress, and we are going to investigate.
Are you going to? You're on oversight. Is that something that's within with your agenda?
Absolutely. I think our chairman, Jamie Comer, has stipulated as much. We're going to get to the bottom of all this. And most importantly, at the National Archives, because it is very clear that they are choosing when and how they want to flex whatever muscles they have over there. And so we're going to get to the bottom of that as well and see exactly what's going on. Last thing to note, I mean, look, the media was running around saying that they thought Donald Trump had nuclear codes at Mar-a-Lago. Well, what's in Joe Biden's garage? There was stuff, there's the highest clearance, the highest clearance at the Penn Biden Center, TCI clearance was at the Penn Biden Center. What was in those documents?
So I just noticed through all this thing, the leadership thing, the stuff you got with the multiple rounds to pick a speaker, the only person that got a personal attack was you. You had Joy Reid come after you from another network. You were Congresswoman Bush, say you're a sellout to your race. You handled it so calm, cool, and composed. When the cameras were off and you went home, were you angry? Were you disappointed?
No, not really, because, I mean, look, I understand when you're a black Republican, that's going to come. So I always tell people, they ask me, do you have thick skin? And I say, no, I don't have thick skin. I have Kevlar skin. And that's just the way it is. You know, if you're going to come out and do this, if you're going to lead, if you're going to try to take the message of conservative policies everywhere as a black man, as a black woman, you got to be prepared for the attacks. But I just want the truth to win out. I want the conversation and the debate to continue. Yeah. And so you deal with the personal attacks and you move on.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Congressman. Everybody knows your name now. You really emerged as one of the people that really stood out during the entire process, which was ugly, but it might make you guys better. Congressman, thanks so much.
All right. Thank you.
You got it.